Missouri Western's about us. Seeing if we can somehow control the tempo. I didn't like the tempo the other night. We only shot the ball 56 times. We normally shoot 56 times in one half. So I just think we can make the game a fast game. I talked about this team being hopefully playing a lot faster, playing and executing, but making it more about more possession than a half-court game. So give Oklahoma credit for they did a good job controlling tempo at times, but I thought we did a lot of things that kind of disrupted the flow for ourselves, whether it be making free throws, getting the free throw line, making free throws, or being real careless with the basketball. So those are the things that we talked about. Rebound the basketball, getting the ball down to the floor, getting people running the floor, sharper passes, crisper passes, much better than our motion offense. So those are the things that we'll work on. And defensively, again, hopefully dominating boards. And we saw some glimpses of it, but we just got to continue getting game shape. I think that's the biggest key to me. As the game went up and down, and we were very active. I thought we saw us have some tremendous spurts. And I thought our defense was okay. But then you could see the guys start taking plays off because they were pacing themselves. And that's a no-no for us. We don't pace ourselves. We're going to go out and play the hardest 5 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever it is, go out and play efficient basketball. So that's what I'm looking for in this game. We'll add another guy with Darius. Ball we did play in that game, and give us another person that we got to get ready and try to formulate who's going to be that core group.
You guys want to raise your hand? We'll turn Mike to start hearing about that.
Mike, the tempo issues, how much you had to do? You guys only had 8 scholarship players, and is there? I know Cook hadn't been cleared for regular season. Is there a chance Cook plays? Or?
No, the status of those guys that hadn't played is still the same. Cook, Lester, still the same. So, and Khalil. So it'll be, we had 8 scholarship players, we have 9 this time. So, and we'll do it with 9. So, but in one sense, you can sense that, we're shorthanded, but at the end of the day, they're going to be games where it's going to take place. And guys got to be able to go out and still continue to play at a high level. So this is the process. That's what these games are for. And you see me throwing out different combinations, just trying to get a feel for how these guys will react when they get out there. So, but the key is now you're still trying to figure out the guys that what they bring to the table. Guys start understanding their roles and being effective out there defensively as well as offensively.
And then the AP poll came out today, and I guess Kentucky, Florida, Minnesota, and Texas A&M are all in it. North Carolina's in it. You might play. Alabama was just the first team not to be in the poll. So what do you think about? You got a lot of ranked teams on your schedule.
Appreciate that, Big Bob. That's somebody's early on. It's an opinion. Based on what teams have coming back, and all that will be so in what will be a non-conference and conference schedule. You want to be there when it's all said and done. Last year we were one of 32 teams playing, and we want to be, as that number kind of dwindles down, we want to continue to be one of those teams that are still playing. That's how I answer that. So I don't worry about polls and all that. It's at the end when they really matter. So we want to be in the hunt big time, and I really feel this group of guys potential is there. So we've got to do our work, and part of that is planning these exhibition games and getting into the non-conference schedule, which is not far at all. It's a week from Friday. It's a week from this exhibition game. So we jump right into it, and we'll continue to find out what type of team we're going to be.
Welcome in, everyone. It's our Friday edition of On the Hill with Pat Jenkins Sports Talk Radio. It's the A edition of Pat Jenkins Sports Talk Radio, brought to you each and every day here live on on the Hill. If you don't get a chance to catch us here on our live stream each and every day, Monday through Friday, up on the Hill, you can catch us on iHeartRadio as we podcast on iHeartRadio, our top segment each and every day here on the Hill on iHeartRadio. So you can always catch us on iHeart each and every evening. But we came in with audio from head basketball coach Mike Anderson talking about this tonight's last exhibition ball game for his ball club before they head into the season a week from today at 7 p.m. But, Mike talked about just the improvement of his team, want to see more energy. Didn't feel like it was a very energetic. Didn't feel like the team played with urgency. I know, with the numbers, them playing 8 guys, now with one being reinstated, Demetrius, and that being Darius Hall. He had where it was out last week for concussion precautionary issues. What does that say about this basketball team and Coach Anderson? What will, a lot of fans were really, kind of unedgy about the little, I believe it was 12-point win last week over Central Missouri. But is exhibition game something that you really can look at with a team with this much experience as to how they're, and feel like, oh, the sky's falling?
Not necessarily. I think these are games that you see if the team has the intangibles, such as leadership, guys really hustling. I think Mike Anderson said something that was really that sparked the interest in me, and him saying guys not tending to take plays off and pacing themselves. And he made sure that he made notice to not take plays off. And I think that's critical because I think that's what happened in that North Carolina game, and he doesn't want these guys to really start off the season with these bad habits. So I think that's where the exhibition games come from Mike Anderson really analyzing these guys and getting them ready for the real season.
And I like what Carter Bryant said of 107.1, also too of SEC Country. He told us yesterday here on the Hill about Daniel Gafford, being in the area, down in the El Dorado area where Carter does his weekly and daily show out of. Daniel Gafford, I've had a lot of summers officiating this young man, watching this, over the last 3 to 4 years, watching this young man's game develop. He's going to be a good player, Demetrius. Make no mistake about it. With the double-doubles that he's had, throughout his senior year and through, for the most part his junior year, 6'11", very athletic, athlete at the 5'4" position. He still yet has growth in that. Daniel has to continue to work on his footwork. Get to a point where he has one or two go-to moves, and also to gain weight. I think people are going to just look at him being 6'11", athletic. Moses leave, in comes Daniel Gafford now. The expectation level, I think, is a little bit premature, and I like the way Mike handles the situation and always, being sure to reiterate to Daniel, you be Daniel Gafford. You don't try to be a Bobby Portis. You don't try to be a Moses Kingsley. You be a Daniel Gafford. And I think that's, as time goes on throughout the season, you're going to see a real productive, true 6'11" freshman. But want to get our today's show situated. Next up, we're going to be talking with Otis Kirk of 247 Sports. We're going to talk to Otis about this weekend's ball game and recruiting, who's on campus, and those things of that nature. Also, too, in the 1:30 segment, we'll be talking with Derek Oxford of Mascot Media. We'll get his thoughts on Arkansas basketball as well as Arkansas football. Where those guys go from here. We'll step away, get a real quick break. Back in a moment. It's On the Hill with Pat Jenkins.